Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Florida, where Florida actually decided to be Florida today. Mid-60s, sun shines out, shorts, t-shirt, and a nice bicycle ride. The day is starting out good. All that's left to get the morning kicked off is a little bit of coffee. Let's go get it. All right, guys, so we're gonna start today's video off with some good news. Where's it at?
Yay!
You got it? We got the bell? All right, for all of you guys that do not know what the bell means that we have added a new sponsor. So we now have a sponsor for Support Bikers Missouri. And we'll be making a big announcement on that here in the next few days. But we were super excited to ring the bell.
Yay! Oh, you want more bell? More
No.
bell, more bell.
More bell. Oh, you're not dinging it right. There you go. Anyway, that's the way to start the day, although the day is almost over. It's not early in the morning, but you get what I'm saying. We're starting the video with a brand new sponsor in Missouri. So Support Bikers Missouri will be jiving and thriving here real quick. So, woohoo!
Woohoo!
Funny thing is,
ironically, this shirt, Mexican Villa.
the plate is hot. Top plate is hot. Mexican Villa is her favorite Mexican restaurant in Springfield, Missouri. So it's funny that she's wearing her Springfield, Missouri restaurant shirt when we signed Missouri. So it's just the little things, right? All right, guys. What an awesome freaking day we had. Got a new sponsor. We're getting stuff done. I'm digging it. But today's video is about, well, what's happening in the world right now. And the whole mentality of you will own nothing and you will be okay with that. Now, let me explain what I'm talking about. One thing is, a couple weeks ago, I was at Bert's Black Widow, and I was on the showroom, and a buddy of mine that I used to work with, salesman there, he comes over to me and he goes, "Man, have you heard Harley Davidson is now leasing motorcycles?" Now, I didn't go any deeper. I don't know. He did tell me like how many miles they can put on it. It was all low. But I've been saying for years that Harley Davidson should lease motorcycles, at least here in Florida, because we have a lot of motorcycles that don't get driven very much. They sit in garages and condos, and we call them condo bikes. And then every 2 or 3 years, they're traded in for the next latest, greatest thing. So now Harley has decided that they're just going to lease bikes. And so with a lease, you never own it. You can buy it outright at the end of it. I don't know what those numbers look like. I am not a lease guy. I have never leased a car, and I have never leased a bike. Everything I've ever gotten, I've had a few loans, and of course paid those off. But I've always owned, always held the title to all my bikes, all my cars, and there's something about that ownership, right, that you can do stuff with. But I mean, the truth of the matter is, there's a lot of things going toward not owning anything as we speak. One of the big things is there are major corporations out there that are just buying up houses after houses after houses after houses, and they're going to rent these houses out to you. So think about that. If one big company is buying up all these houses, there aren't houses for you and I to buy. Then you throw in 8% interest rates. We can't afford to buy them, so we have to rent them. So yet again, you're not owning anything. You are literally just renting them. But the truth of the matter, at least this is how I see houses. You don't ever really own a house. Here's why I say that. Because you can have your house completely paid off, but you still have to pay taxes on that house. If you don't pay taxes, they will come and take the house. So how can you say you own it if you have to keep paying something on it in order to keep possession of it? So you never really own a house. But there are a lot of other things that you can own. One of the big things that we used to own, though, was music, right? Remember when we had CDs and cassettes, and like we had that music, right? And we could take that music and we could hand it to our friend, and they could make a copy, or they could just use the copy we had, right? Well, notice that's going away. We are now streaming everything. We don't own the actual physical music. We have a digital download, which somebody can literally just push a button and shut off at any time. All the new video games, they're doing the same thing. Right now, you can buy physical and digital, but they're going to digital. The new PS5 I bought, you could buy the PS5 without even a slot to put a disc in, or the one that takes the disc. I bought the one that takes the disc because I'm into physically owning the game. But think about that. Like, if you don't own it, it's loaded into your machine. One, they can take it off anytime they want. Say they lose a license or something and they just gone. Two, you have to have internet a lot of times to play these games. So you can't just plug into the TV and start playing games because you have to have the internet in order to do that. Music's the same way, right? All of a sudden you can't listen to music because you have no music ownership. You don't have a CD, a cassette. You don't have anything that you own. So that is exactly where the world appears to be going. Even down to like your Tesla. So on these new cars, and I don't know, some of the gas may be the same way, but Tesla I know is this way. They can literally push a button and just shut your car off. Didn't make your payment? That's fine, we'll just shut your car off. Government says you owe them something? That's fine, we'll just shut your car off. You were speeding? That's fine, we'll just shut your car off. Oh, you ran a red light? That's all right, we'll just shut your car off. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to do that, but the potential is there. Anytime the potential is there, and there's people within power that can have access to that, don't think that somebody hasn't already thought of, this would be a really cool way to stop people from doing X, Y, and Z. Oh, you're going 70 and a 65? Let's just turn that down a little bit. I mean, like I said, it's getting crazy out there. All of the different controls. And that is really what my whole subject was tonight, was the fact that we are going away from experiences. Right now, you just stay in your home, be satisfied. You don't need to go out and do anything. Well, you don't even need to go eat. Well, you can punch something in on your phone and somebody will pick it up and bring it to you. You don't need to go get your groceries. Just pick up your phone and someone will bring it to you. You don't need to go out and get your video games. Just go online and somebody will download that for you. Movies? Why go to the movie theater? All you gotta do is go to Prime and download the movie. You can buy it, but it's a digital copy. It's not the actual physical copy. That is where we are going. We are taking all the experiences that we grew up and loved, and it's all going away. I was watching a video about toys the other day, right? And I remember like Toys R Us and KB Toy Hobbies and all these places that don't exist anymore, but that was like magical. Right? When you were a kid, like you went in Toys R Us and it was an experience. There was stuff to touch, play with, run around. I mean, it was an all-encompassing experience. And that stuff is gone. Even down to the video games, right? You could go to Walmart, which is taking away all of their physical inventory. Best Buy, all of those. Used to, you go in there and they would have the latest game loaded up and you could sit there and play the game with your buddies while your parents did some shopping, right? That was all part of that experience. Touching, feeling, being in it. And I think all of that, the plan is for all of that to go away. One of the big reasons I'm collecting all of the classic video games and all, which, by the way, if you have any just laying around your house that you want to get rid of, hit me up. Let me know what you got. Let's see what we can do. I want to get my hands on that because that stuff I want. You know what? If we lose internet, I want to be able to play video games. If something like that tragically happens. But anyway, that's it. That was my subject tonight, I just feel like ownership is going away. And we are just going to have to be happy with renting whatever it is. We will never own it. We'll never have any rights to it. We'll literally just rent it. And if they don't want us to have it anymore, we tick them off. They push a button and we don't have it anymore. And that doesn't sound like a good plan for all of us consumers. But hey, it is the way the future is going. I refuse to go that way for as long as I possibly can. Some people embrace it. I'm not going to, at least not currently, not till they can prove otherwise. Anyway, guys, that's it. Good night. We will see you tomorrow.